And I just think the entertainment arena in Barbados, I think Bajans take it for granted. But like when a Bajan goes to another island, they're like, yo, you can get hot dogs at the gas station at 3 o'clock. Yes, that's what I mean. Like over is lit. I in a mass band playing, and then I look to the left and Rihanna there, and I look to the right and Tyler there. I in Zouk playing and Vibes Cartel walks. You know, I stand up right next to Dave from UK. But nah, it's been a dream. This career has allowed me to see and meet and experience so many things, and I would never change it.
Good evening, DJ C4.
Yo, we here. What's up?
We got a big one here this evening.
Yeah, man, we can select the chance. We here, C4 in the building.
Bless up.
Yeah.
So we got DJ / promoter / extraordinaire. And you know, you've been making your name on the scene for a while.
Yeah, man. For a little while, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, so tell us about yourself, like you know, where you're from, where you normally do your shows.
Okay, so DJ C4, if you didn't know, nice to meet you. You know what I mean? I'm originally from Trinidad. I was born in Trinidad. I grew up in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so big up the Vinci people. And now I reside in Barbados. So for most of my life, I've really been in Vinci, so I identify as a Vinci. But you know, I've been in Barbados for a good little while too, so you know.
It's a Bajan now.
I mean, to a certain extent, I guess. You know. But yeah, man. So that's me. That's me.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of seeing you perform at Vin's charity event last summer.
Yeah, boy. Big up Vane, man. I think that was that was an event for the hurricane that had hit St. Vincent. Yeah,
Right.
that had mashed up a lot of people, man. You know, but big up Vane for doing a thing over here. You know, I had to be a part of. I'm a Vinci. I'm in Barbados. I definitely had to come through. It was an event for a good cause, for charity. You know, and I'm hoping that it was able to succeed. You know, what it intended to do.
Yeah, big up Vin. She has seen things with the event.
Man. Yeah, man.
And the party continuing because June 6th we got something big going on in the dive.
Yeah, man. Carnival departure lounge.
Yes. The lineup looking sweet.
Yeah, man. Right now that's my baby. You know. Yeah, man.
The lineup is crazy ready.
Yeah, man.
Big DJs, big artists.
Yeah, man. We definitely have a good solid lineup. I definitely wanna listen. This is not ad, but a thief in a little ad. Buy a ticket and get there.
You don't want to miss this.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time, and if you love soca music, this is the place to be. This is where all of the soca people come together and party. And we're not just playing Bajan soca. We're playing soca from all around the region and pay homage, I should say, to the other islands that we've had in our experience or our itinerary of events. So
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And as you're hearing him talk, you're seeing the lineup here on the screen. So get ready. Big DJs like Salt gonna be there. Artists like Tion Hernandez. I had a huge crop over last year. Gonna be there.
Big tune from last year.
Oh my God! So this gonna be a show.
Yeah, man. We have Grateful Co as well on the lineup. And definitely have myself. You know, a lot of great DJs as well. Just come out and see what's going on, or check out the page, and you'll see what's going on.
And the dive is such a great spot for parties.
Yeah,
I've been to a few parties there, and it's lit.
Yeah, man. I really try to select a venue that matches I selected a venue that aligns with our three islands. So the venue in St. Lucia and the venue in St. Vincent is very similar. Seaside, ocean view, open platform but still inside, so we don't have to worry about the rain.
Yes.
But we still getting some breeze.
Yes.
It could go inside, it could go outside. You understand? And that's really, it kind of brings together the island vibe we're trying to push, you know, the aesthetic, the beauty of the island while partying and mashing up the place. Right next to a beautiful ocean.
Yeah, beautiful view.
Yeah.
Cool, big vibes.
But crazy vibe. But we have a great lineup in all of the islands. We're trying to bring a definitely a good crowd. And we have some Bajan talent flying into the other islands as well. You understand? So we also try to cross the islands with the talent that we use as well. So from Barbados, I ain't linking it yet, but we have two Bajan artists flying into St. Vincent. We have a Bajan DJ flying into St. Vincent as well.
This is important.
Yeah, we have a tattoo artist, big up Sav, big up Spontaneous. He's been a part of it from day one, and the crop over season coming up. So definitely look out for me, and you know, some of your household events and some of the new ones, some of the main ones, and you know, I might even have one of
Can't wait, can't wait.
Yeah, man.
So how did you become a DJ? Like, where did the start begin?
Okay, so I mean, let me try to summarize this. So initially, I really come from a background of musicians. You know, my mother was a calypsonian, my auntie was a singer slash calypsonian. My grandfather, he's self-taught. He plays guitar, and he also sings. My grandfather has an amazing voice. Like I don't even know if he knows that, but he just sings to go to sleep and plays guitar to bed, and that puts me to sleep even at this age. You know, I enjoy being by my grandfather, just getting those experiences. You know, it's my boy. So yeah, so all of my family more or less have musical backgrounds. My father as well, self-taught, I guess. I don't know if he actually went to class to be self-taught guitarist, which leads into how I even became a musician because, you know, he bought me a keyboard. I started piano classes. So I did classical training for piano.
So I started there.
Maybe I don't think it's the highest level, maybe to like grade 5, I think. And it's the highest.
Pretty good.
The highest level is what, 8? I think it's grade 8, but I have like grade 5 classical training in piano. But I thought that was boring because back then I was a rebel in school. You understand? And I didn't want to be in that nerdy scene, just sit down and sit up straight and play piano. Now, looking back at my age, I really wish I had continued because I love music so much. But back then, when I'm 14 years old, I'm like...
Yeah, when you're studying,
yeah,
enjoying life.
You understand? So my father was like, alternatively, okay, instead of playing piano, you could play keyboard. Like, actually playing a band, but more interactive, which I like. So I started playing keyboard with my dad, who was in a office band. Like his office had a band and he was a part of it, and they used to bring me, and they used to do like some maybe like government shows, and they would book them to just come to like a fish fest.
And you would play?
Sometimes they would give me a little thing. I ain't gonna lie, I was no professional, but it reached to the point where I was doing it so much and so often. And I enjoyed it. It was really great, kind of like being with my dad and like playing music. It was kind of like, a memory that I can't forget, sorry. Mm-hmm. And then he got into that, and then I was like, all right, let me join like join the band. And he was like, nah, the band is off and whatever, and he stopped and he's just playing guitar at home. And then I started in my school band because my music teacher realized I used to play with my father, and he was like, yo, you go to school, join the school band. I'm like, okay, cool. Playing keyboard. Then I started playing bass guitar because my dad bought me a bass guitar, and that was really my love because I always wanted to play bass guitar. I never liked the piano, I never liked the keyboard like that. Bass guitar was like my thing, you understand? So I used to be on that all the time. I could still play the bass guitar. I can't even really play the piano, but I could still play the bass guitar to this day. But, transitions, and then joined the school band, end up singing in the band. The school teacher was like, yo, you could sing calypso for the school. And then end up singing calypso for the school. So it goes back to my mom now. My mom then write my song for the calypso competition, and then like it just spiraled into like the name C4 came from my aunt who was a performer. She's like, oh, I didn't want to be named Rankin Brandon. Like that was my name for those who don't know. My name was Rankin Brandon. That could have been who he was talking to right now. But my aunt was like C4, and I'm like, I don't like it. She's like, no, when you come on stage, you blow up the place, and then I procrastinate with it. And then the day of the actual thing came, and I had to sign up your name, and I'm like, what do I do? And I just C4, they announced me as that, and then I get virtual DJ. And at that time, I do a little mix, and the girls in the school like it, and I'm like, all right, well, I went to all boys school, but there was a all boys school and a girls school next door, so I was getting a lot of response, and I was like, oh, she like this, I don't know, whatever. And yeah, and then DJ C4 came about at that time, and then I remember getting my first gig. I was in Trinidad and getting called from a promoter, named Karen Vera, big up yourself, first person to really book me for a party, and she was like, come to this big party, huge party. At that time, this is like going to like Soca on the Hill. What? New Year's Day, climax, thousands of people on a hill, far out on, crazy.
You was nervous?
Yo, I was feeling queasy all on the flight coming home.
Damn.
Because I didn't plan to leave Trinidad, and then it was like this booking came in, and I'm like, Mom, like I have to leave. I used to go to Trinidad every Christmas vacation, summer vacation to see my mom. And I'm like, nah, I have to go because no, like it's a real thing. And then I got paid too. I'm like, wait, you could get paid for this? So I'm like, yo, okay, I never really wanted to really be a DJ. Like, it really just happened, you know what I mean? For real, I'm being honest. I just did a mix for fun, and it blew up, and, whatever.
Whoa.
And I remember trying to even be a DJ, and then, like, kids in the school would tell me, nah, you ain't gonna be a DJ. You're never going, whatever, fine, And then, yeah, I get a booking and I'm like, yo, what? Like, thing. And I even pull up with an old laptop, I remember it, and the laptop didn't work. And there was this DJ, can't leave him out. Rest in peace, DJ CJ from St. Vincent, Emerald Songs, you understand? That was one of the few people that, like, yo, the man really, like, I guess took me under his wing, because when I came, I didn't even have a laptop. That's the first time I really, like, met him in that capacity, and he gave me his computer and said, yo, still play for half an hour, because back that time I setting up and my laptop not working, and I panicking because people come into the party.
Yeah, they're waiting.
And that was the type of party that people used to be outside the door from, like, if the party starts at 5, people are outside at 4:45 ready to come inside.
Right.
Because they know how full it's gonna be. It's a pool of it. Everybody wanna find this spot. So you bet you before the first DJ get in a crowd, you might get up maybe a little 200-300 people still, which is good as a warm up. For me, that's still, I still feel like a big thing.
Yeah.
And I'm up there and the laptop doesn't work. And
all times.
Yeah, out of all times, right? And it's because I didn't know that you have to get drivers for Windows and Serato DJ, and I using virtual DJ with the keyboard to DJ to make mixes. I never use an actual turntable in my life, literally.
Wow.
I think my mom had bought me one, but it was like, and you know, I appreciate it still, but it was like a intro controller, so it was like small. It didn't have all the, when I came to this one, it was like this lights and knobs, and I'm like, so I done overwhelmed by that, and I'm like, okay, I'm excited to use it, and then the laptop doesn't work, and then he came maybe like half an hour before he said, because he was pleased to play after me. He's like, oh,
yeah,
he gave me his laptop and plugged me in. I end up just selecting off of his laptop, and you know, the vibes were still good. And I mean, I got paid and everything, you know, I guess you know,
big up that
promoter,
DJ.
yeah, the promoter still, you know, dealt with me good, but, and I got booked every year after that, actually, you know, until I moved to Barbados, and then I wasn't able to, like, be there on island, you know what I mean? And yeah, and it just translated into that, and then I was in Vinci and became like this DJ somehow, you know.
Career just start.
Yeah, and then
it sounded like it was meant to be.
I don't know, you know. Sometimes I say that honestly. Sometimes I'm up there on stage, and again the response that I like, and I'm like, yo, this was supposed to be where I'm, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I'm like, I hate this job. Like, I hate this job. I have to wake up and I have to get ready.
Yes.
I have to get to this party, and then sometimes I'm not even in the mood, because that's the thing about DJing is like
so much energy.
And not even DJing as an entertainer is like you have to be the person to exert the energy to the people. So
and you just give energy. Sure, this man is give energy.
If I'm not in the mood, I can't make you in the mood. So I have to fake it or figure out a way to like become good. You know, I'm like, no lie, that some days I really like having a horrible day, and I'd just, whether it is, I don't know, cry. You understand?
Just get emotions up.
Yeah, wash my face, put on my outfit and say, yeah, C4, there we go, and do it. You know what I mean? But for the most part, nah, it's been a dream. Honestly, this career has allowed me to see and meet and experience so many things, and I would never change it. You know, moving to Barbados was probably one of the best decisions I've made as well.
Fantastic.
Really and truly, I love it here, and I just think the entertainment arena in Barbados is like I think Bajans take it for granted, but like when a Bajan goes to another island, they're like, yo, you can get hot dogs at the gas station at 3 o'clock. You understand? And it's like, yes, that's what I mean. Like, over is lit. You know what I mean? And I pick up the other islands. Every island is good for what they are. We have to be open to it. And that's what I am. I think I go to each island looking to become one of them. You know what I mean? Okay, so you have to get your food at 8 o'clock because everywhere closes for dinner.
At a certain time, yeah.
Okay, then you confirm and you know what I mean? But Barbados has a really diverse nightlife and culture, and it has allowed me to meet a lot of people, play for a lot of people. Like, you know, I in a mass band playing, and then I look to the left and Rihanna there, and I look to the right and Tyler there, and then you understand, I ain't Zook playing, big up Zook, I ain't Zook playing, and Vibes Cartel walks, you know, I stand up right next to Dave from UK.
Right,
you understand?
Right.
People love the music, and I think that is the biggest trophy or medal I could say. Because once the people love it, who am I? You know? And that's what it's for. So yeah, that's I really try to keep the energy from the events and the party. Try to keep it on a certain vibe, you know, for the most part. Yeah.
Yo, that was so inspiring just now.
But it's good to talk to the people,
For
big up
sure.
Selector Charts, you know what I mean? Definitely great to do a little interview with you guys and definitely share my story or a little bit about myself to you guys' platform. Hope you guys, if you're in St. Lucia, come to the party June the 21st. If you're in Vincy, 27th, Carnival Departure Lounge, and we have a mad beach party in Vincy this year too. This is my second event in Carnival. Can't even believe I'm saying that. I used to dream about having my own party in my own island for Carnival.
And it's happening.
It's happening, and I have two. You understand? And they're doing really well. So if you're in Vincy Mass, definitely look out for the DJC4 parties. We're outside and we're having a great time and enjoying the summer. Because I'm a summer, pick up the summer babies. This summer is my birthday in the summer, so I usually enjoy the summer another level more because it's in the midst of my birthday as well.
Which month?
July the 13th, to be up the
almost
cancers.
There we go.
Big
There
up
we
the
go.
cancers, yeah man. I have a little something coming up for the cancer people too, you know, but we'll see.
C4, my app was right. You're bringing the bombs
Yeah man.
to the shows.
Big up yourself.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah man, respect.
Up close with C4.
Yeah man, big up the people. Up close. It was great to be here, man. We had the beautiful. I ain't gonna tell you how we had.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Beautiful evening. Big up the people from Barbados and look out for me for crop over at some of the, I don't know, where once I there is the best events for the season. You understand? Big up my boy Sinister Miami Dream Team. We're gonna be mashing up the place. And if you're going to the other islands, check out the summer tour. This summer is gonna be crazy. We're going to St. Vincent, Vincy Mass. If you're in Vincy Mass, look out for any party that I'm at. That's where you should be. St. Lucia Carnival, Crop Over, Grenada Carnival.
All right.
I'm also going to St. Martin for the first time. Can't wait for that.
History.
Right? And you might see me in London as well. So we're here and we're having a good time. If you're outside this summer, just look out for me. Say hi. You understand? Up close. It was nice.